Welcome to Conversations and Connections to Amplify and Inspire. I'm Karen Powell, and this is the second series of my podcast. This season, we're taking things to the next level, exploring how simple introductions and a curiosity to learn can lead to extraordinary moments. Together, we'll uncover stories, celebrate the transformative power of human connection and how it drives us to collaborate, contribute, create a better future and influence change in our community. I hope you enjoy it. Hello and welcome to my reflection for the day. I'm Karen Powell. What if curiosity wasn't just a nice trait, but the spark that shifts your entire world? What if it's the bridge between where you are and where you could be? Today I'm reflecting on a conversation that I had with Scott Coe recently, and I recommend that you have a listen to it if you haven't already. I've always been curious and keen to know why people do what they do and how they ended up where they are and what they've learned on their journey. It's part of the reason for this podcast. And that curiosity has led me years ago into the work of an international home relocation consultant. I helped executives and their families settle into Melbourne. It was work that combined three of my favourite things: meeting people, helping them find what they need, and supporting them as they built local networks. Some days it brought unexpected challenges. I'll never forget the family from Europe who arrived with a massive above-ground pool and were determined to find a flat block of land in the hilly Dandenong Ranges. The role stretched me, and it demanded that I listen deeply, think creatively, and connect with people whose lives were entirely different from my own. People who'd lived in 6 countries, some who spoke more than 5 languages, and people who had left behind loved ones, stability, careers, to start fresh. I was always driven by why they would do these things and curious to know more. What they needed from me wasn't just the logistics of finding a house, a school, where the library was, where the local shops were. It was local knowledge and empathy, and an ability to help them see that they were going to be okay. They taught me about resilience, and I helped them land a little more softly. We learned from each other, we expanded each other's view of what's possible, and that is what I believe curiosity can do. And then there's networking, opening up opportunities to connect with people from diverse industries or with a story to share. I recall meeting Scott Coe at an event run by a mutual connection, and after the event we decided there was more to explore and we were curious to meet up again. I learned Scott had over 2 decades of experience in consulting and leadership, and he shared with me that he was looking into curiosity and told me curiosity is not the same as asking other questions or more questions. It's how we use and add to our knowledge to make sense of life's challenges. I related to that. I'd never thought about it in quite that way, but the idea stuck with me. And that's why I wanted to share it with you. Because so often we treat curiosity like a light switch, on when convenient, off when uncomfortable. But what if it's more than that? What if it's the muscle that helps us to explore, be excited by new ideas, and expand how we see the world and our place in it? Following our coffee, I invited Scott to have a conversation with me at the YTM 2024 dinner, where the topic we wanted to expand thinking on was, why wouldn't you? It was a topic questioning the forces that hold us back, our habits, our beliefs, and even our business systems. It's about loosening our grip, not turning our lives upside down, but opening our minds to perspectives we might not have considered. And in a world that prizes certainty, that can feel radical. I started the dinner event with an activity where at each place there was a book, and each participant had to challenge the people at their table as to why wouldn't you read this book. Now, I have to admit that some of the books were about travel, cooking, getting fit, novels or business books. Some of the conversations that were created brought laughter and thought. But here's the truth about the opposite of curiosity, and it's fear. It's fear that keeps us quiet. It's fear that keeps us stuck. Fear convinces us that expansion isn't for us, that learning, growing, even joy belongs to someone else. But curiosity invites us forward, gently. It nudges us to ask, what if I'm wrong? Or better yet, what else might be true? Or what could I change? Or what could I find? This podcast, this platform is a space for exactly that. For curious conversations, for stories that stretch us, for ideas that challenge and connect. The book that I wrote in 2018 was the original of this same vision. It's filled with stories of people like you who found clarity and courage through moments of curiosity, through connection, through conversation, and through need. People who didn't always know the way forward, but who were open enough to ask. You'll read of my childhood, growing up in a small business family, and how my father was involved in manufacturing caravans and was one of the original caravan manufacturers in 1954 that held the Caravan and Camping Show on the site of the now National Gallery. So where are you right now? Are you at a crossroad? On the edge of something? Tired of going in circles? Or wondering what's next? So I ask you, why wouldn't you pause? Why wouldn't you get curious again? And why wouldn't you reconnect with someone you admire? Visit something that lights you up, or reimagine a path you thought was closed. Your life doesn't need an overhaul. It needs a question. It needs a conversation. And maybe it needs a spark. Curiosity paired with connection leads to clarity. Clarity allows for courage, and courage opens the door to change. So I leave you with this. Be curious enough to explore, be bold enough to be excited, and stay open enough to expand. Because what's waiting for you might not be a full answer, but a beautiful, life-shifting question. Out of interest, the topic for the YTM dinner this year is why I started and why I stopped. I'm curious to hear the variety of answers from both our speakers competing at the award and from the participants. Thanks for listening. Stay curious, stay connected. As always, stay human and make your conversations count. Bye for now. Thank you for joining me on Conversations and Connections today. I hope this conversation sparked new ideas and reminded you of the power of meaningful connections. A huge thank you to all of our guests for sharing their valuable insights and inspiring stories. Visit my website at karenpowell.com.au. You'll find resources, insights, and opportunities to work with me to make every conversation count and create lasting impact. Don't forget to subscribe, share this episode, and leave a review to help spread the word. Until next time, stay curious, stay connected, and let's start making an impact together, one conversation at a time.